my gosh, this has like been a hot minute since I have actually been doing. I realize it's been, gosh, like I did the Grimm's reading stuff here on my own channels, and that was, I think the last one was in March. And this one, I think the last time I painted a mini was over a year ago, over a year ago on my own channel, which is mind-boggling. But I have missed it. I missed seeing the muslings, as I love to call everyone in the chat. And I thought it'd be fun just to kind of take a nice, lazy Sunday evening. By the way, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I thought it'd be fun, take a nice, lazy evening and just sort of get into something that I have always wanted to do, have not personally had a chance to do. And finally, I just bit the bullet. I'm like, I'm getting one of these. I have been seeing some fantastic miniature busts floating around various, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and everything like that. And it's one of those things where I was like, ooh, I really, really would love to get into that. And so I got lost down the rabbit hole last weekend. Not even kidding. I kept looking around at different busts that I was finding, fairies and knights and tieflings and all these different things. And I came across this one. And if you're on YouTube, the link to the artist is in the description. I think it is. I did my best to try and find the creator of the file. But I came across this face. Found this face. It was from a seller on Etsy who prints the file. So it was this firbolg gentleman. I saw it. I took one look at it. And zo maga. I pretty much had to snag this one. And I did purchase it from the Etsy seller. They print the files. So resin printer and everything like that. I don't have a resin printer. So I wanted to make sure this was nice and smooth and everything like that. Hence the resin printer purchase. But like I said, if you're on YouTube, you absolutely should be able to see. Let me just double check. Yep. If you go to My Mini Factory and check out Titan Troll Miniatures, that is where this fellow is from. And it is, it's beautiful. It is such a lovely, like the expression is what got me. And I posted the picture from the seller and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to give him a hug. And you do kind of want to give him a hug. He's just got like this pensive look on his face. And I just found it so endearing and so wonderful. And again, this is not something I have ever personally done before. So this is very much a learning and growth process for me. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to just kind of document that on my channel as a, hey, even those who know how to have some new ventures to get into. So I'm really excited to get into this. But of course, I will need to get into priming. So tonight, we're going to prime. I already did some prep work on it, removing the little bits that were left of the supports and everything like that. Kelly Preston, I am not answering WizKids questions on my channel. Okay, this is my channel, this is my time off, so I will not be answering questions if it's WizKids related. Simply because I want to enjoy, I want to kick back, I want to relax, and I'd ask that you respect that, please. I did remove what little bits were left of support work, so a lot of this was just taking a file and buffing it down. I did need to use my mold line remover for just a couple of little points around the ears that were sort of dangling off here to the one side and underneath here. So it wasn't that bad. It was very minimal work that I had to put into sort of post-production, taking care of things. And then what I need to do now, because, it's a mini, I do want to get this primed up. But the way I'm going to prime this is to actually, have you ever painted your walls and you've done that whole thing where you're going to go and prime your walls? But then you're going to do a thing where it's one of those, it helps if you actually put the color of the wall, what you want your wall to be, into the primer. Kind of going to take a similar approach with this guy. So I'm not going to prime it all in just one color. I'm not going to prime it all in just black. I'm not going to prime it all in just gray or white. I'm actually going to take a gray primer. I'm going to use my Vallejo paints just because the droppers are easier for where I'm sitting right now, as opposed to, I'm not in my art studio right now. It is too dank and dark and dreary in the basement. I'm not going to be sitting down there tonight. So I grabbed my Vallejo paints just for a sense of ease. I'm going to take the gray primer and I'm actually going to add some colors to them just to sort of get the different areas going. I'm also going to play around with the undertone of the skin tone, because if you look at firbolgs, they have this bluish gray skin. So I'm going to start off with a dark blue base to the skin and play around with that. And I am also debating doing sort of my watercolor look to the miniature as well. Because a lot of people go hyper realistic with the bust. I thought it'd be kind of neat if maybe I can give this almost an oil painting-esque look to it. This is just my thought process coming out. This is just my going through the motions and the joy of just, you know, having some fun and experimenting, because I rarely get to do that anymore. But yeah, this is how it came out. This is what he looks like. The detail is just, oh, it's beautiful. And then in terms of the seller where I got this from, really sweet, very easy. It was, let me see here, Nerd Bunker Minis. Even did like a cute little message on the front there. So I thought that was cute. But yeah, I haven't used that. This is like my first time ever using that particular shop owner, so I can't speak to, oh my gosh, everything was great and fantastic. I've shopped them for ages, but for first go around experience, if you want to give them a look, go for it. You will find this particular bust being sold by numerous sellers on Etsy. But again, the link to the creator is in the description on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can go down there and click and go. All right, so that being said, I'm going to get into opening up my mini paints, the case, that's what the snapping sounds are. And it's lovely to see you all hanging out in the chats. Really, it is. It's one of those things where I was like, geez, like I said, it's been way too long, and who is going to be there? And let me look and see. Where did... No, I don't want the metal medium. I don't want silver. Oh, gunmetal gray. No, I want the primer. Where's the primer? Did I not grab my primer? I think I did. Do. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the... Oh, I wonder, you know what I think happened? We'll still be good. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna stress over it. Yep, so we're gonna start with this. All right, we're good. We're good. There it is. There you are. Okay, found it. All right, so I'm just using the gray primer. So I'm going to start with the gray, and I'm going to add a darker blue. And you know it, this gray primer, it's like a typical gray primer. Let me show you. See? Just plain old gray. So I'm going to take that, and then what I want to do is, I'm not going to go like dark navy blue for the skin tone, but I do want to give it a blue tinge. So I think I'm going to be mixing slightly here. Like I said, this is just, you're kind of getting to see how I do this on my own. No, that would just be my, like, give me 5 minutes, not even, and I'd run downstairs to my basement and grab I have a huge, massive bottle downstairs on my art desk, but like I said, the basement is just very cold. I don't want to be sitting in the basement. So I'm going to take, let me see here. I'm going to take some colors and play around a little bit. And this is literally what I would be doing on my own, just to experiment. So I'm going to, actually, I'm also using model line colors from Vallejo, for those who want to know. Yeah, I'm going to do that a little bit. I'm going to take some Prussian blue and olive. Hello, Aris! Thank you for joining. So it's going to be some dark Prussian blue mixed with a little bit of olive brown to kind of get this almost a muddied blue is what I'm going for this undertone of the skin. I thought that would be fun. I'm also experimenting. I have these timed, like, pre-programmed things to go in and just kind of like blip information for you. So I got a link tree set up for myself if you want to go and check that out. Right, a couple drops of the Prussian, and I'll do a drop of the olive green, and I think that might give me what I'm looking for. Just gonna mix this and see if that gives me, I might add a little bit more because right now it's looking very Robin's Eggy Blue. Don't want it Robin's Egg Blue. We're not painting a Smurf. You know what? It does need a little bit more because as that olive gets mixed in, it is darkening up a little bit. So let me add a little bit more of that olive. I think that's going to give me the base color I want to play around with. Bum, bum, bum. So anyways, if anything, this is mostly just my going to be experimenting through this whole process because the way I see it, worst case scenario, I just get someone else to print it out for me again and I try again. I have not given this friendo a name yet, Eris. That's a lovely, excellent question. No, I haven't gotten there yet. I definitely want to. I'm just not quite sure. I'm gonna do a touch of black, a little touch of black. Oh, German gray. No. Let's do German gray. I think this is gonna be one where I need to finish it and have it painted up fully, and then I'll think of names. I'm going in with a drop of German gray, which is a lovely blue-black color. Because I do want this to darken up slightly, but I don't want it to be... Okay. Okay, yeah, that's getting to be where I want it to be. Like in my mind's eye, I have this color in my head. So see, it's this muddy blue, darker blue. It's almost like taking a Wedgwood blue and darkening it is what I'm going for. And that should be, yeah, that should be good. All right, so I am going to start applying this to the skin. Yeah, that's usually what happens. Every time I do this and I get to it, the name just sort of comes to me. And I am going to be purposely, if you've ever seen me prime, you know that I'm not exactly neat about it. But that gives me, yeah, I'm happy with that color. This is going where the skin is, basically. And then for the other areas, we'll be doing different tones. Let me play around with my focus, I'm thinking. Like I said, I am playing around, folks. This is a taking it easy as I go along. I want to play around with the minicam focus. This is always a fun part. Yoink. The bust is beautiful. I mean, the design of it is truly wonderful. I'm noticing I'm not nuts about where the focus is sitting. There we go. Yeah, that's better. But definitely this is something you want to make sure you're doing with a resin print on it. Looks like a dangerous Mr. Dumbness. Oh dear, really? You think so? Now I'm debating how I want to do this. I think I might, because you can see, and again, like I said, this is my first time with a bust, so I'm kind of speaking out loud here. What I'm thinking I might do, because you can see there's this demarcation where the bust ends, I think I might go and just give that a blackout paint. So just carefully edge around, and the bottom here in this zone, as you see these areas, will just be blacked out. I think is how I'm going to treat it with this bust. I could always change my mind, but because it doesn't carry through quite the same way, I think that's how I'm going to handle that area. Just to kind of give it more of a floating look, if you will. Okay, that shoulder bit is done. I'm also super thrilled. Those of you who used to hang out with me during my mini painting streams before knew I used to have white pill bottles. Let me hit okay. And that was always something because the white would flare back and then I'd have to paint it and the paint would start coming off. So I was thrilled when I finally had a new medication that has a black bottle to it. So yay, black bottle, much easier now. Full non sequitur. Oh, but yeah, I'm liking this color. Good blend, good blend. This is what I wanted. So this is sort of just prepping everything with a touch of the colors I'm going to start using. And like I said, I am very tempted to go in, and I think I may do my whole watercolor look that I like to do on minis for myself. So you can see, there we go with the arms. You see Kenny Rogers. That is funny. Who does everyone see in this fellow? I've heard so many different things about what people are seeing. Oh, yeah. I have my maracas. No, I'm running low on rice, like good rice. It's my jasmine rice. I didn't want to do it, so I actually filled this. For weight, there's popcorn kernels inside. I put popcorn kernels in just because it's a good weight. I'm like, dang it, that'll do it for me. Okay, same thing. I may actually switch to a not as ratty brush. We'll see. When I go to prime, I don't use like the nicest brush because it's not necessarily needed. Yeah, that's what the rattling is. That's popcorn kernels. Because I have abundance of that. There's like a 10-pound, I'm not kidding, like you go to like one of those bulk stores and you get a 10-pound bag worth of popcorn kernels. Hi, that's what's helping me right now. I will switch it over. It was getting dark. I didn't want to go into the outside shed because we have a little bunny family and they come out this time of night. Take 2 popcorn and don't operate heavy machinery, you know? But yeah, I didn't want to disturb the bunny family that lives under the shed, and I have sand in the shed, but there's also a little family of rabbits. Oh no, I'm not at all partly druid. No, not in the least. But yeah, I'm very happy with this color tone. This is going to be great to start the skin off. I honestly, I can't wait. I'm going to move to a different brush. This one's a little bit too junky. Let's do this one. That's one that's seen better days. So, anyways, the plan is, I don't know if I'm going to do this regularly on Sundays. This might just be like screw it, I feel like painting. And I will try my best to let people know ahead of time that, hit the camera, hi, I'm painting. Oh, I'm really happy with how this is drying. So yeah, the mix of the German gray added in is helping it dry a darker tone. The Prussian blue is giving me that blue that I want in the gray. And the olive green is giving it this ruddy factor. So I'm quite pleased with this. And of course, I'm going to move at all different angles here. Pardon me, sir. I'm going to poke at you a little bit. And this does have an opening through here. So if you get this guy, make sure you get through there because that is skin right there. I also have my music playing just so I can jam and listen and relax. If you can't hear it or you want to hear it better, let me know and I can actually physically turn it up. I didn't do when I said this is a casual stream, I didn't get it set up so it's like, oh, I'll have the music playing separately and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, I want to hear the music. I want to relax, have fun, and we'll take things from there. Now this is going to be a leather tunic, I guess we'll call it, top of the tunic. So I'm going to prime this with a brown, a dark, deep brown. And take it from there. The hair I want to do a salt and pepper look. I want to give this guy some, he's been through things. No, but someone who's more seasoned, who's been there before. I thought that a salt and pepper effect to the beard and the hair would be really sort of eye-catching. No dragon shadow. It's going to be one of those things where I thought it would be fun to, because you always see the super young hero type flowing blonde hair, or even a lot of firbolgs, they get red hair. I thought it'd be fun. Give this guy some seasoning and salt and pepper him up. Oh, I'm really happy with this first color though. Let me give him a little, see, it's got this ruddy tone to it. Yes. Am I trying to get spicy? No, that would be red pepper flakes. That's what that would be. All right, let me get to the ears. Pardon me, sir, you're about to get a wet willy with my brush. Oh, I really like this sculpt. I'm honestly tickled with the details that are on this one. And again, never have done a bust before. So this is going to be a fun experiment and experience, because I'm really looking forward to, like, you know, bringing out the musculature and the details in the face a little bit more than what's normally done. Let me quick fix something here. Let's see if that helps. Just tip the light that was on me down a little bit. Yeah, that takes some of the kickback away. Oh my goodness, you're a handsome boy. Look at that face. Gosh, that face is just too darn endearing. Okay, let's get the rest around here. I may even go quiet for a little bit while I paint. And I'm not too worried if I get this on the tunic, because I'm going to go back in and I'll be a little bit more precious about reaching and being neat when the time comes. When it's just the primed layer, I don't worry myself as much. It's not worth it. Perfection comes later, and even then it's not fully perfection. A little bit right through there. All right, moving on to the other, yeah. Now I did notice there's this little bit of thinning, like it almost bubbled a little bit in the resin, which I guess can happen sometimes. It should be fine. It'll still take paint, thankfully. So I'm not too worried about that. I see a little silhouette of a man. Which will not be sung, because Lord knows, well, YouTube can be like, thou shall not. We won't tempt things. All right, so again, I'm going to work the paint in here and see if I can get that bubble in the process. Almost. Trick is going to be make sure I get the paint so that, see how it was playing through the light, playing through before? All right, looks like I got it all. Little unexpected feature, but on the back, it just kind of gives him this little bump on the back of his ear. So I'm like, oh, that's a little bit of character on his ear. We'll be good. It wasn't an earth-shattering. YouTube is fine with karaoke. To an extent, yes. Also, keep in mind, it depends on who feels like singing today. I will say this resin is taking the paint beautifully. Quite happy about that. Yeah, this is going to be a really fun one. Oh, hold on. I need to... There's just a little spot. Okay, so see if this is what he's... You see? He's such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. All right, onto the face now. Now we're getting the skin on the face. I love the creases in the forehead. It is such a fun... The face has so much character in it. Hey, Miguel, thank you for stopping in. Fully appreciated. Get the bridge of that nose going. Say hello, friend. I'm gonna stop and show you what I'm doing progress-wise as I go along. I do want to get a little bit more in there. Hey, Hawkmere, how you doing? Lovely to see your name pop up in the chat. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Right now, I am focusing on priming him. But I'm priming him with base colors included in the primer to sort of help with layering the colors in. The eyes, I'm not worried about getting the gray in because actually that'll play in nicely for the tonality in the eyes. Oh, I know what happened. I lost my side lighting because it just got dark outside. Oh, this nose is just... Gosh. Is there a story behind this fella? Just like I wanted to get into doing painting a mini bust. That was it. Never painted one before. And so I got lost on Etsy looking at various miniature bust options. And when I came across the expression on this fellow's face, I knew I had to go for it because hello, my friend, hello. Give me just a second. I'm going to get up and I'm going to play around with my light a little bit. Oh, he's got this lovely wizened wrinkles and stuff that just make me happy. Oof, I'm loving that. Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. Because I lost my light over here. So let us see if... This will be fun. Get extra light so it's not freaking blinding me, yo. Let's see how that does. A little bit. Hold on. Like I said, I'm just going to be playing around today, folks. What if we do? Phenomenal cosmic powers. Little space is the biggest problem here. Does that show him a little bit better for you? You can see as he's drying. Oh, I love his face. Okay, so that gets the skin. Firbolgs don't get enough love. You know, I will say it is... I find that I get hard-pressed to find a firbolg, for sure. Without question. So, yeah, when I saw it was this firbolg, I very much locked and loaded onto that one for funsies. Plus, they're just so endearing. I've played a couple of firbolg. Actually 3. Maybe 3. Yeah, I've played 3 in the past. A druid, a cleric, and a ranger firbolg. They were all wonderful for various reasons. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this schedule ahead of time tweet. Interesting. I'm playing around here. I literally am just playing around here. But do I like the lighting here? No. Oh, silly son. Hold on. This is all the behind the scenes work. I also was trying to like keep the studio lights off me because they get hot right quick. Okay, that gives you a little bit more light for him. We'll play around. Okay, so that takes care of the skin. And he is definitely getting that lovely gray tone. So we have right here in the mouth. So let me go for a smaller brush to get that going. And then we can call it on that one. And this is just a short little stream. I'm just getting the primer on him. And then once that's done, I'm gonna call it. Just because. But I would like to keep doing this on my stream. On my channels, I mean. I'd like to keep streaming this on my channels. Those are the words I want to say. Okay, so there we go. With his gray blue skin. And now I'm going to work on that tunic. That leather tunic. Actually, let me think here. Now that I'm looking... What if... I think I might do that. I think I might give it the dark olive green. Like, go like a really muddy, mossy green tone. I think that could be cool. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to definitely do that. Okay, 1 second here. So that's the olive brown that I used before. But, thinking out loud here. If I go German uniform and add in a little bit of the olive brown, that might give me the blend I want. Oh, refractive. I am so tired of refractive green. I've been using refractive green from all the paint night kit stuff. Let me think here. Yeah, let me try mixing a little bit of the German uniform in. And everything in there as well. And let me try something else here. Doodly-doo. Hold on, I'm playing around with my camera a little bit more. Don't think it's the... Oh, I wonder if it could be. Hold on. It might actually be the exposure is a bit much. Let's play with that. Okay. If you've never had the joys of balancing camera, it's always fun. And again, this is just me fooling around, having some fun tonight. I think what I'll do next time is I really genuinely need to get one of those overhead mini lamps. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but oh boy, those are looking like they might be a good option. All right, a lot of it is this front camera, and I need to be able to see painting too. Up, 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 up. So we're just gonna leave it at that, and I will stop and pause so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix that gray primer again, and I'm gonna add in this time German uniform. I don't know why we're into a German theme. And I'm also gonna be adding in that olive brown again to create this nice ruddy, deep green tone to my primer for reasons. I could get that going. I'm gonna do a few drops, if it'll let me, of the German. Oh, I've never used this one before. Here comes German uniform, which is, it's like a nice rich Kelly green, if you want a generic color for that one. And then a little bit of this olive brown. All right, and then we're gonna go into mixing again. And I may go back in and do another drop of the German gray like I did last time to darken the color. which I think might be the case. Yeah, and I'm going to do some German gray to get a darker tone. Hello, Tabletop Crafters Clan. How are you? I'm just getting some primer colors on. It's going to be a short, simple stream. Nothing too fancy. How have you been? I saw that you had popped on earlier before the stream had actually started. Thank you so much for that. Again, for those of you who are watching and may have joined a little bit later, if you wanted to get this particular file, the link is in the description over on YouTube. After I'm done with this, what I'll do is jump over. I will jump over and I will add the description information into Twitch. I'm doing okay. Kind of a mellow weekend. It was a very busy work week. So I'm kind of just looking forward to, I was looking forward to just having an easygoing weekend, which for the most part it was that. So that was good. Okay, yeah, that's giving me a darker tone of green. I'm not going for the full, it is that green color, but I do want it to have a green tone to it, and that'll be good. Okay, and that is definitely green, so I'm happy about that. Okay, moving on. Yeah, that's showing up a little bit better. Again, it's taking the primer and adding a tinge of color to it, just to sort of help with consistency of coverage. And it'll all look very pastel-like right now, which is fine. I'm just letting the tip of the brush work its way around for me as I get into these little deeper grooves here. But I want the primer to have a green tone to it. So you can see there the difference between the skin tone and what's going on there. Now I know a lot of people are going into summer vacay mode, kids out of school and fun things like that. It's weird. It's like you don't really want to ask, like, so is anyone doing anything for the summer? Because I know many people, myself included, are still, you know, keeping safe with stuff, not traveling too much. And yes, there are talks about, at least for me behind the scenes, lots of talks already about various conventions, which is sort of mind-boggling. I will admit, I have my eye on a couple. We shall see. Gen Con is off the table for me, I'm thinking. That I'm still... It's kind of keeping an eye on things, and I don't think it's going to be one that's going to happen for me. But, I'm thinking maybe Gamehole Con. I am in a campaign. I'm in a few. So... If you want to catch me every Thursday, I'm still playing Cantriell over on the Dawnbringers. Playing her still. You will see me crop up every so often on Dungeons & Dragons official Twitch and YouTube channels. I am a cameo player in the Black Dice Society. I play Nika, Veronica. And every so often you'll see me pop in there. That's also on Thursday nights. That's where it gets interesting. You know, I have honestly missed painting on my own channel, Jonathan. So when this came in yesterday, I was kind of like, you know, this is something I want to document for my own sake. For going back, and this is a learning process for me. To, you know, perfectly honest, full transparency. I have never painted a mini bust before, so I wanted to have record of what I did, so I can go back and look at, like, well, what would have helped this particular area if need be. So yeah, I'm like, well, if I'm going to do that, why not just stream to the channel? And that would be fun. And then I'm also Tabletop Crafters Clan. I am the DM for Kobold Press's Scarlet Citadel, which is now out. It is released. It is available for purchase if you go to their website. That's a thing that's happening, and that is happening Tuesday evenings 7 p.m. start time Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And that is, it's a lovely mix of a dungeon crawl and mystery. Well, the way I'm presenting it, sort of like a mystery type of situation, because I have a fantastic cast of players, all of whom expressed in our session 0 how much they enjoy the process of role-playing and interacting more. So I want to give them the chance of having that. However, having gotten the PDF ahead of time, if you're looking for a really cool, updated concept to a classic dungeon crawl, boy howdy, should you get the Scarlet Citadel. It's awesome. There's some really cool things happening in behind the scenes stuff. There are fantastic NPCs that are thrown in there. The magic items, the spells. I mean, I'm a big fan of Kobold Press in general, just because of the content they put out there. And this one did not disappoint in what it's presenting and what's coming. It's, in it. So it is available now for purchase, like I said. And if you're at all interested, you could always come over Tuesdays and catch it's going to be more like a highlight presentation because it's only a 6-episode mini campaign. So I'm going to be doing my best to be presenting NPCs, areas of the dungeon, areas of the town by the Scarlet Citadel, just to give people a feel of what it could be like for them if they should run it. So yeah, that you can definitely check out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with painting a mini for the sake of having fun and just painting a mini, which is basically what I'm doing with this fellow. I have no intentions of using him for a campaign of any shape and or form. But dang it, I wanted to paint a bust. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint the bust of this lovely firbolg gent. There you can see the green and the gray playing off each other a little bit more. I'm annoyed that sun set on me and I wasn't thinking properly. There you can see that. I mean, it's very easy to get caught up in. I need to make sure I'm getting minis painted for X, Y, and Z. Very easy to fall into that pattern. I think there's a lot to be said for having that one special project where you're just getting to paint a mini. And, hi, meet mine. So as you can see, this is all gray primer, but I'm getting those undertones going. So the undertones of blue, the undertones of the green, and all that jazz. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush for that inside work there. Gaslands. Oh, Gaslands is fun though. Very much enjoy Gaslands stuff and seeing what people build. It's so much fun. I did a couple of modern tutorial builds for things like corrugated siding out of cardboard and stuff like that. And I was hoping to get more into doing the grasslands. Oh my gosh. No, that's something else. The Gaslands. Time just did not happen on that project. I was hoping to get some more modern builds. It just didn't take for me. Or rather, time got away from me, I should say. Someone here is this one. It's flaring too much for me. Hold on. Thank you for hanging out, Miguel. It's always good to see you. Oh, he's such a sweet face. Seriously, what a sweet face this fellow has. Whoa. Yeah, I am absolutely... If you're wondering what the sounds are in the bottle, it's popcorn kernels, for those of you who may have come after that part of the conversation. Normally I do sand or salt. If I don't have sand, it's just I didn't want to bug the bunnies. I didn't want to bug my bunnies. All right, next time I do this, I'll make sure that I remember that the sun is going to set. I know. There's this really cool lamp. Is this Mollymuck? No, 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 no. This is not Mollymuck. This is just a firbolg gentleman. He's a lovely sculpt, really. Trying to find the sweet spot for the lighting. Lighting got a little... This is bugging me now. Nope, that's not it. What happened here? I truly know how to balance lighting. I do this all the time, but for some reason... Our firbolg fellow got a little bit lost in the mix. But he is just a firbolg bust, not of any particular class. If you want the person who created the 3D file for it, 3D print file for it, yeah, I like this sticker. I'm so sarcastic, I'm not even sure if I'm joking at this point. The lovely Aris sent me that one. No, this is just a lovely, simple firbolg fellow, who I don't have a name for yet. I'll get there. I'll get there as I paint him. Yeah, and this is just the priming part, so hey, we'll get there. I'll do more things like shadow work and highlighting and all that. But I want to get these colors in first. I may even... Hold on. I'm thinking. Pardon me while I think. Some of these grooves are deep. Getting down the lapel. It was interesting. For Mace 2019. It's actually, that's going to be my last Mace. I won't be returning to Mace again. There are other places that I need to make sure I'm at instead. It was too much doing that on top of having PAX Unplugged soon after that. Too much. I'm going to be getting a lot more selective as to which cons I'll be appearing at and doing things at as a result. So I appreciate your checking in about that, but I will most likely be more at things like PAX Unplugged that time of year. Because quite frankly, that's sort of my... PAX Unplugged is my con. That's the one I really like to go to. Wonderful people show up there. I'm definitely gonna need a smaller brush for that area. So let me get the broader area first. And then I'll go back in with the smaller. After this, it's just doing the facial hair. I traveled a lot that year. That year was I was drained. By the time I was done with PAX, I think I like slept that week after or something ridiculous. What to do? There you can see a little bit more. You know, I'm wondering, you know when the computer does that lovely, hey, we have a systems update for you. We're going to play around with your drivers. think something happened in my camera settings. Balance is slightly off on me. Okay, so I'm going to switch to that smaller brush. And I'm just going to work on getting into these finer details here. I didn't think the popcorn kernels were going to be so audible. Always fun. You know, that happened to me 2 updates ago, Jonathan. Yeah, I think I might have to reinstall my camera. This happened last update. I had to reinstall my cameras and it was so aggravating. Thank you, Windows. It's a shaker, right? Oh God, it's just so funny. Like, oh, I'll use the popcorn kernels. That'll work. They have weight to them. V, sweetie, you're making a pair of maracas. Let's think about this. See, I didn't teach the littles when I was a teacher. I taught the older kids, so, you know, that whole factor didn't factor in for me. Oh, I'm going to be so excited once he starts taking shape and getting some colors going. Let me just check and make sure. Hold on. I'm pulling out a frame for myself. Sometimes you just can't reach it with a camera over your shoulder. It just no work. Okay. Yeah, that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do. When it was like, it didn't update properly. It's like after the 5th time, I'm like, screw it, fine. Made note of all my files for all my different scenes. And then reinstalled OBS, because that was a treat. That was not fun to do at all. Can you see my doing that? Let's see if we can get this angle of my painting in here. I don't know, I'm finding this year Windows is producing a lot of updates that are affecting audio and cameras. For some reason. If it's not a camera that starts having issues after an update, like this one, last time it was my mic. That was not fun at all. That one required like a full uninstall. Like I had to even uninstall my program that I use. What's it called? It is the G Suite or something like that. So it's one of those things where you just never know. Oh, that's right, because this is where I'm going to take the... Sorry, I'm making a mental note for myself here right now. Bring it down through here with the black. I'm reminding myself of where I'm having the black run. And through there. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's not that much of a huge ordeal to go back in, Jonathan, and just really have to, no pun intended, recapture everything. Just taking a look here and see if I've missed any. There's a little bit of edging I want to get right here. Hold on. That I can't do with a camera and the angle I need to get. Oh, but he's gonna be so much fun to get more details on. Oh my goodness. He's just a sweet gent. Is that? Forgive. Yeah, it's that light that's causing issues. Okay, so that light's gone. I think now I know where we can get this rebalanced. I'll let this dry just a little bit before I start getting around the face again with the hair. I definitely want to do this salt and pepper look. I think that's going to be the ticket for this guy because he's just got this sweet sort of aw shucksness to him that I adore. Uh-huh. There we go. My gain should not be that high, but it's doing the trick. Hey, Johnny Cooper. How are you doing? Oh, yes, something is up with my camera. Where I just had to put my gain for this to happen. That shouldn't be there. That's not where I should have it. But I'm liking that a little bit better so you can see the details more. So we'll call this okay for now. And I'll fiddle with what's going on with the cameras later. Always something. But yes, oh, there we go. So see, you have these subtle tones. You can see that there is this green happening here because I'm going to make this like an olive green tunic. And then we have for the skin, because the firbolgs have that lovely blue-gray skin. And now I'm going to go in and get his hair. I am still in the Guild Masters, yes. My focus is more in miniature painting work, though. Honestly, because there hasn't been a need to make terrain lately. You know, oh, Andrew. Oh, that's a very good way of describing the expression. I love that. Hopeful melancholy. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good, very excellent means of describing him. I love that. Hopeful melancholy, yes. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Okay, now I'm going to take, no, I don't want glossy black. I'm going to take my chocolate brown and, no, I don't want gray green. That's going to botch things up royally. Basic black, okay? We're going to make a darker tone here. Not flat brown. Yep, so I'm going to take chocolate brown. An old fireman's face. Oh, you know. Holy heck, I am... Sorry, I'm slightly concerned at where my gain is sitting and why that made things better. I'll get it figured out. I shall figure it out. Let me put these back because I'm done with these colors. So now it is, nope. Chocolate brown, gray primer. Keep in mind I'm using the gray primer. And then put this olive brown back. Okay, last round of mixing. Coffee poured. Oh my goodness, you are up early. Or did you just not go to sleep? What's the story here? Johnny, should I be concerned that you're up this late? Although I shouldn't be the one speaking because I'm the one who also functions on Pacific time anymore, even though I'm on the East Coast. Knew without fail. Yeah, I'll be uninstalling, reinstalling after we're done tonight. That does not strike me as right at all. All right, so I'm doing like 2 parts brown to 1 part black into my gray primer, again, to get that tone of gray. Or the tone of brown in the gray, I mean. Oh, it almost looks like an eyeball. Look at that. Ooh. Let's see here. Hello, Genghis Galahad. Forest Fire Jumper, Firbolg Ranger, Grizzled Veteran. Oh, are we making his backstory? Oh, I love it when you guys do this. Have we created his backstory now? Does he have his own little story we can share? Oh, this got nice and dark, as I wanted. Ta-da! Hold on. Of a forged cleric who is done with the party shenanigans. He's definitely got that veteran age to him, like that expression and the world-weary feeling about him. Not wary. World-weary is when you're young and fresh and bright and... But yeah, party dad. He is totally the party dad. Yes. Yes. Officially the party dad. For sure. Yeah. I'm liking that. You're 8 hours behind. Aren't you in the UK, Johnny? Where are you? Where's Johnny? I thought you were UK. I'm on the East Coast. That's where I be. Okay, so I'm liking this whole... He's more the veteran. 3.5 years. Taught for 3.5 years, high school level. First year and some odd change was working at a private facility for troubled teens. So things like drug abuse, mental issues, eating disorders, family issues. It's pretty heavy. Who's Johnny? She said to do. I know that reference. I know that one. Okay, darling. Let me get this in. I'm going to go to the smaller brush right off the bat for the edging, and then I'll go to the bigger one. God, I was obsessed with that song when I was a child. And smiled in a special way, Johnny, she said. I should be fine. I should be fine. YouTube can't get that much out of me. Not like YouTube gives me that much to begin with. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, we have some tight corners in here. Hold on. I need to adjust angle to better reach through here. There we go. I'll definitely be wrapping up around 10 because I have a meeting at 9 tomorrow. Number 5 is alive. That is definitely still ear. That is hair. There are some lovely deep grooves in this sculpt. I will absolutely say that. This hair is going to be so much fun. I mean that sincerely. I did not mean that that was not meant to sound sarcastic. I'm loving the texture in it. It is stunning. But also, I need to be very careful and make sure I'm getting into all these little nooks and crannies. I just went very Bob Ross there. Oh, this is going to be so... Oh, this is like perfect. I'm literally excited to do salt and pepper in this hairstyle. I am eager to get that going. It is truly going to be such a great look. I almost just rested my chin on my camera for support. To better focus. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's going to be so wonderful to add these little extra details too. I am giddy. Who's the question directed to? About 40K. I have played it. Wylock taught me. Wylock taught me how to play. Jeremy and I... How do we play it? It was Jeremy and I as a team, and I want to say it was... Wait, did we team up or did we play against each other? I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, no, Jeremy and I were in a team together, and then it was a couple other people. Was it father? No, it was James Kelly, tabletop engineer. Who played with him? Was that how it broke down? We had all been standing around the table for so long, and quite frankly, my brain is fuzzy. But I can officially say that Wylock taught me how to play. And in that game, I played with Jeremy of Black Magic Craft. I think we were on the same team. I believe we were. And it was an interesting game. It was cool to learn the process of it. The miniatures, of course, were stunning. Wylock did an awesome job with them. As always, quite frankly. I truly was honestly more there to see what he had done with his terrain and miniatures than for the game itself. I am not one who gravitates towards war games like that. They're just not my jam. The miniatures are stunning and lovely and gorgeous, and there are some fantastic miniature painters out there. But for me, I tend to flock and prefer my tabletop RPG. Those are the games I personally enjoy. Hold on a second. I have a feeling I'm going to be touching up his hairline more in natural light. That's where I like to do my finer detail work, is in natural light. Whoa, hello blob of paint. Oh my goodness. I'm getting really excited about this fellow. Yeah, everyone is fantastic at what they do and brings their own thing to the community for sure. Personally, for me, I haven't done terrain in a while just because time and need. I don't need to make any more terrain. I have plenty of terrain. There's also no time. So I am enjoying my mini painting. And you might see me painting more busts after this one. Lovely. Hello, Gnome. How are you, darling? Aw, it's so good to see your name pop up. How goes? Look at my lovely little sad face what is it? Hopefully melancholic, hopeful melancholic, something like this. Cards Craft? That's a new one. Oh my goodness. I am adoring his facial hair. Shocker. Texture! And here I thought, oh, this will be the quickest one. No, 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 no. Oh, funny. Oh. That's some time. That's some temps up there. Yeah, ironically, he's gonna get a little bit more touch of gray added as we go along. For now, I want to get the primer on. Hold on, I need to rinse my brush. Speaking of temperatures, here we have temperatures. I know, I just looked at my brush, leave me alone. It's listed as non-toxic. We're fine. We're totally fine. Oh, there's a kitty at the door. I might have to make the sound quite loudly in a moment. If I do, forgive. Hold on, let me look here. Yeah, this one I have to pull off frame because I can't reach these angles under the camera. I'm just basically getting the mustache. God, remember Burt Reynolds? Very strong Burt Reynolds vibes right now. All right, take care, tabletop. I don't know if I will be here in 15, is the thing. Time to make the funny mini painting face. Boy, howdy. Hold on. I know I've pulled this off longer than I wanted to. Hold on. But look. He's got this lovely bushy mustache. I love it so much. Yeah, I am fully happy with the design, the file. Get it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sculpt. This one I'm 100% behind. Like just getting in and getting all these. Oh. I definitely need to figure this out so I can see. I can get lighting where I can see, but that you can also still see him. Because for you to see him on screen now, I'm having a hard time seeing him. Burt Gray Knowles? No. No, I'll know when the name is right for this fellow. It's definitely not a Burt. He's not a Burt. Who are you, sir? We'll get you figured out. Oh, and under the eyebrows. I tell you, these are some brows. Hold on. There is this very fine line between a brow and an eyelid underneath. I'm trying to be good about it. But I can't do it because of the angle I need to hold this under the camera. Kitty, no. Psst. I have Maine Coons. They think it's cute to claw at the carpet. Oh, Johnny, that is so sweet of you. We're doing okay. My boys and I were doing fine. We're all just kind of hunkering in for the summer, wrapping up stuff in one respect and getting ready for other stuff. Thank you for checking. It's very sweet of you to ask. Oh, hold on. I may have to I really don't want to get up and let a cat in because as soon as I let him in, we're going to get cattail jumping around and there's cat hair flying around and I don't want to have that get involved with this mini. Oh my goodness. I am thrilled to bits with the texture in this mustache and beard. I may have to do some no, that is, he has this tiny little bottom lip pout right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yo, this guy's just too sweet and adorable. I'm loving him. Yeah, cats just know. They know when to make an appearance and when to really make an appearance. Who is this? He is a cutie, isn't he? A name has not found me yet for him. Which normally doesn't take me this long, but I think because he's just such an extra special deal for me. Hold on. I'm taking my time when it comes to his name. Oh my gosh, this face, y'all. Y'all, this face. Hold on, I need a drink of water. As of right now, he's just this lovely firbolg fellow. Ooh, maybe Giuseppe. I'm thinking Giuseppe. I don't know. Oh, my great-grandfather's name was Giuseppe. I'm getting that vibe from him. Sort of the careworn Italian nonno. Massimo, Giuseppe. I'm liking Giuseppe. I think I might go Giuseppe. Giuseppe Sospiri. Look at that. You can get him a last name. Yeah, it's Giuseppe. Mm-hmm. Yep, this is Giuseppe. Yeah, the cats know. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, and I need to mute myself. Hold on a second. Now, for anyone who read lips, you know I said, no, stop it. I went, psst, but really loud. That's what that was. Yeah, he's Giuseppe. Mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Found the name. Found the name. I'm kind of loving it a little bit too much now. All right, I'm gonna get in with a larger brush for underneath, I think. Really, I want to edge around the face as best I can. And then I will go in. Oh, nope, Kitty's back. Ooh. No, Kitty. God, I sound like Cartman. No, Kitty. Not at all what I meant. Y'all, and this is just the primer. Oh my God. Why is this bust making my heart ache so? Oh. Oh, good sir. Oh, good sir. Were the cats lurking in the distance? Oh, they're always around. They are always, always, always around doing something. It's just when I'm painting minis, I really don't like them around. Because, especially Hemingway, he likes to ollie up himself onto the desk and just wander. And then that just gets to be like, mwah. Kitty, no. Kitty, no. Let me get under his ear here. Yeah, the texture on this is incredible. I'm gonna have to pull this off screen again simply because I cannot reach that behind the ear under the camera. Concept, right? What a concept. Oh my gosh. He is my sweetness. Yeah, I have 3 of them. If you follow me on Twitter, you see them often. We have Rory, who is my little, she's my teenage daughter. She's basically just my teenage daughter. Extremely opinionated. Always looking for trouble. Sassafras little face. She will sass you. I'm not even kidding. You don't tell Rory what to do. Not kidding. She's funny. She's a funny little girl. Yeah, that's just it. They get a little too excited about the stuff around them. Hold on, I need to thin my paint just a little bit right now. Do you see that? Fun game of can you see what I can't see? All right. Oh. Yep. This is going to be so much fun to bring details out of. But yeah, he's definitely got a name now. This is Giuseppe. So spiri means size. Since he's got just like, you can almost hear that. Oh, thank you. I love my rainbow. My mouse is the same way too. It does a fun little rainbow fade. Back and forth. I have found that I like to have a lot of color around me. Shocker, I know. It's just been, I don't know, my aesthetic is bright, cheerful colors around me. And then I like everything in black. Like the electronics have to be all black. Go figure. Tickling under his chin. Oh, I can't steeple because that's still... Talking to myself about how I can't steeple my pinky against something, so I gotta be a little bit more careful. Definitely would recommend doing how I did this sort of coloring book outline and then get the big spaces in between. A lot easier for this beard area when all's said and done. Oh, but my goodness, sir, you are so terribly endearing. Oh geez, it's already 10? How did that happen? I want to get the primer on this. I'm going to go until... well, I think some people preferred like the fun nostalgia factor of it. No, I like black appliances, black electronics. I like the sleekness of it. Okay, so his beard is done. Oh, look at that. I really like this fellow. Oh my gosh. Can a miniature capture your heart? Seriously, this guy is just so darn sweet. I'm going to have to pull this off screen in a second to get underneath the brow. Under the brow. Underbrow. There, that's a halfling name. Underbrow. Alright, here I go. Off screen just so I can get underbrow. Whoa! I didn't have an Atari. Deprived. I was. My first real gaming thing was a Game Boy. Not even kidding. Like I played at my cousin's house, but I'm telling y'all, this face. He is just too darn precious. That's why I have so many painted minis. Although surprisingly, for all the minis I have, I'm actually a dice goblin. People don't always realize that. I love to paint minis, don't get me wrong, but I collect the dice. Love dice. Hee. Have dice will squeak. Like, that's who I love to visit at conventions, are the various dice booths. See who has what and what's going to make me cave and add to my collection. See, I thought I was going to graduate to a larger brush the whole way through, but nope. I've just been using the small details because of all these lovely little deep grooves in the hair. Hold on, I need to pull so I can see better. Oh, Giuseppe, you lovely dear firbolgy boy. I'm thinking Ranger. I'm liking the whole veteran Ranger story. Getting his hairline right now. I'm going to show you quickly as I go around. Because I need to get this angle. It's kind of awkward under the camera. Okay, almost got the outlining of his hair done. I can bring this back under now. Should be able to get the rest underneath. Right. Cannot believe how deep some of these grooves are. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, it's a very good thing. Just trying to make sure I'm getting this in. Okay. Have I? All right. Now I just need to get that part, which, yes, I'm going to switch to a larger brush. Slash and Druid Multiclass. Kind of liking... Yeah. I don't know if I'm getting a Druid vibe from him. I'm getting more of like a Rangery vibe. That's the only thing. I know. Bad habit I cannot break. It's just what I do. Alright, here we go. Getting the rest of this hair now. Now that I can move the brush a little bit more freely. Oh god, the texture in this is incredible. I highly recommend the sculpt. If you want to do this guy, absolutely get this sculpt. It's a beautiful sculpt. Again, link is in my description to my miniatures. I do believe that the creator, Tyrant Troll, has a Patreon as well. If you want to check that out. Quite a prolific collection. I will be going back, quite frankly. I will absolutely be going back to get other busts because there were some other really gorgeous ones they had designed. It's just I wanted to start with one and see if I liked the process to begin with, which I'm hoping I do. So far, so good, right? I am just making sure I am really 100%, because these are deep, 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 deep grooves. And I want to make sure I'm getting a nice coat into those deep. Look at all that. I think we're good though. I do think we are good. I will get sand. I swear I will get sand. Okay. So here's Giuseppe primed. And I actually will not be doing any work through here until I finish the bust. It's something I always do when it comes to base work. I save the base and things like that until the very end. But right now what I'm doing, I'm just going to go around and quickly, if I'm seeing any little spots. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this mini. This is beautiful. Take care, Johnny. It was lovely to touch base with you again. Long time no speak, and very much enjoyed seeing you there. Thank you so much. All right, so this is him primed up. All right, so I wanted to focus on the body itself. This I'm going to treat as... I'm just going to black it out, quite honestly. But I'm going to save that until I'm done doing the rest of the detail work. But here we have Giuseppe. Oh, I'm very thrilled with this one. So he's very much going to be a lovely gray-blue skinned firbolg. This is going to turn into an olive green tunic, leather tunic. And we're going to do a nice salt and pepper in the facial hair. So the temples will have more of the graying coming through, and then I'll do streaks of gray running through the beard. And I think he's going to have just these lovely, large, warm brown eyes. There's just no way around it, but I'll save the eye work towards the end. But yeah, I'm happy with this progress so far. And it looks like there's a little bit of, I think I'm going to wait to do that because there's like a little tuft of hair coming out here. I'm going to wait doing on that though until I get the skin established first. Nope, did not miss that. That is fine. So that is that with him for tonight. I'm quite happy with him. Oh, he's lovely. Oh, he is truly lovely. I'm thrilled with this sculpt. Definitely go and check out Tyrant Troll and see what other... This is going to be fun to paint. This is going to be so much fun. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. It is 10:10 now. All right, so 10 minutes over. That's not too bad. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am not quite sure when I'll be jumping in again. But if you want to see me DMing, come and catch me Tuesday over on Cobalt Press. I'll be doing episode 2 of Scarlet Citadel, where hopefully the players will actually get to the Citadel after getting some important information in the town of Red Tower. We shall see. But yeah, come on over, jump into the chat, say hello. Would love to see you over there. And until then, I will see you all over on Twitch. Or no, because we are on Twitch, on Twitter. That is really the social to follow me on. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Check out that link tree link that's been hopping around because that has all the other places you can find me and things like that. And I cannot wait to keep going with this fellow and bringing out more and more of these lovely details because he's just Oh, he's lovely. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to wrap this up. Same way I wrap up all of my streams. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. I'll see you on the flip side. Take care, everyone. Bye.